Why is she being judged on her worst moments when she is in the most vulnerable fucking state? And that is why I'm going to be on her side. And also, he wants to file a restraining order. Child, she filed one first and was granted. She don't want to be around you. This is the same motherfucker that went to her house, keeps going to her house unannounced, breaks into her house, takes a picture of her bed to let her know that he is inside your house and can get in your house whenever you want, and then rips out the camera systems.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Raw Reacts. I got a great episode for today, but I need you to like, comment, subscribe. We are growing. But y'all are going to see exactly what loud and wrong looks like. This is what loud and wrong looks like. Let's go, guys.
My stance is he comes off as being so fucking wildly stressful to deal with after you've just had a baby.
How would you know that?
I'm standing 10 toes down on Halle's side. I don't even have to have all the facts. The fact of the matter is she had a baby.
What do you mean you don't need all the facts? What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? And how would you know what he comes off as being at all? You don't even know this guy at all. See, this is that fucking bullshit that I hear from motherfuckers that don't know people, that just take the woman's side without, like she just said, I don't need to even hear all the facts. Like, how are you gonna have any kind of real opinion or any kind of, you know what I'm saying, respectable positioning if you're gonna just say shit like that? Like, how are you gonna be on a show where millions of people watch this show and you're gonna say something like that? I don't even need all the facts. I'm just gonna take her side just because she's a woman. You don't know anything. You don't know anything, man. This is like what happened to being unbiased and actually wanting to know the facts before you put out a fucking opinion? Like, what happened to that, man? For real, man. It's just crazy, yo. This whole women for women and join the sisterhood bullshit is going too far, man. It's at the point where now y'all don't even care about real facts. Y'all don't even care about real facts. Like, y'all just want her to be right. That's it, man. It's crazy, man.
She had a baby.
That's
she has
on brand.
No,
Shocker.
but
Yeah,
real
plot twist with this.
It's because that's just how I think.
Some of your reasoning, maybe. It all seems like messy shit to me.
It is very messy shit, but at the end of the day, you have a young girl who's trying to manage a career, manage a relationship, have a baby, and then, there's debates on how long postpartum actually lasts, but it ain't 6 to fucking 8 weeks.
How would you know?
It's a really long time for women to start feeling any semblance of fucking normalcy.
I just gotta give a quick disclaimer real quick. Melissa Ford has never had a child before. She's never even been married before. So whatever she's talking about, she doesn't know anything about what she's talking about right now. She really doesn't, though. Like, so you just sit up here and speak, oh, it's a really long time. When have you ever, when? See, I like Joe Budden's podcast, but he doesn't challenge her very much the way he should be. He doesn't put her feet to the fire. Like, how do you know anything about postpartum? How do you know anything about, beside what you've read and what you've been told? Like, come on, man. Like, knock this shit off, yo. Like, seriously.
Start feeling any semblance of fucking normalcy. And she's in the public eye. She has a baby daddy who's going to the fucking world to get a sense of validation or to get them to agree with him. Like, that is wildly stressful. So maybe she did have a manic, episode where she's saying a bunch of fucked up things in text. Why is she being judged on her worst moments when she is in the most vulnerable fucking state?
We all are.
And that is why I'm going to be on her side. And also, he wants to file a restraining order. Child, she filed one first and was granted. She don't want to be around you. This is the same motherfucker that went to her house, keeps going to her house unannounced, breaks into her house, takes a picture of her bed to let her know that he is inside your house and can get in your house whenever you want, and then rips out the camera systems. How fucking safe does this girl feel?
There's a lot of
allegedly. We don't know anything. The way you sit up here going so hard for some shit that you don't even know anything about. You over here snapping. You don't know anything. Like, and then you sit up here saying, oh, restraining order, all this shit. I'm pretty sure she was putting air tags up in his car. She was tracking him. She was trying, man, just knock it off, man. Like, it's very hard to listen to people like this that have these dumb opinions that don't know all the facts, that don't know really anything. None of us know anything. But nobody's sitting up here going as hard as you are on her side, as if you were there, as if you know for a fact. You don't know anything. You don't know anything, man. Like, straight up, yo.
Allegedly.
One thing, his order was, what he filed was so that she can't take the baby to Italy for that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, not trying to be around her or keep her away from him. It's just, I don't want you to take my son. That's what he was filing.
There's a lot of situations, Mel, when you don't take the text message serious, that something end up happening to the child. We've seen that a lot of times, whether it's when it comes to domestic issues.
And they say, oh, the signs were right there.
The signs were right there. So him filing this restraining order based off of the text message that she's been sending him is a right move for him to do.
I'd like to challenge a few of the things that you said.
Okay.
Okay.
Who, Mel?
Yeah. In terms of weaponizing a fan base to bully you,
They're both doing that.
They both are doing it.
I don't see how she's done it.
Now we
You don't
let you
see
get
how-
a runway to get
Man, get
all
up
of
out
your
of here,
shit
man.
off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's have the conversation
pisses me off
without
so
us
bad, guys. I'm
triggering
sorry,
one
man.
another. Because I'm not trying to trigger nobody, and please don't trigger me. And this topic could be triggering.
It's very
I
triggering.
done been through every aspect of this. The second that she left him, fan bases were weaponized. Because you had the Disney girl, the Beyonce girl, the clean sister act girl's fan base saying, yo, dog, you lucked up. She should have never been with you. You's a bum. You clout chasing. Every chance you get, you mentioning a baby, you mentioning her. She don't want you. That was a thing. That was a real thing. I'm saying this as somebody.
Fam, it went on up here.
Yeah.
We got into an argument about DDG.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He's
We
right.
did. We got into an argument about DDG. You took Chloe's side. I mean, you took Haley's side. We took DDG's side. We got into an argument about DDG. So it's not like he was the person that was throwing out the bully shit and she was just on the receiving end of that.
Yeah,
That's not true.
yeah,
Both
Right.
of their fan bases
Right.
were weaponized.
She did not weaponize hers. She couldn't. Just let me say this one thing. Just one thing, and then y'all got it.
You ain't
Hijack the
got,
topic.
he did not weaponize his fan base to go after her. That didn't happen, man. She's just blatantly lying now, man. Straight. The same way, I don't think Haley really weaponized her fan base to go after DDG either. They just started happening. But I'm gonna tell you right now. There's been far more hate on DDG's side than there has ever been on Haley's side. And if you're sitting up here saying that there's more hate on Haley's, you are a damn lie. You are lying right now. The only hate that she really got, honestly, most people that I see saying, they talk about how bad the Little Mermaid was. The little flop mermaid. That's what they say. They don't say nothing about this other shit, man. Like, straight up, yo. Like, they didn't start recently saying something about shit until actual real text messages and stuff started coming out. So you can stop that bullshit right now, Melissa. Like, seriously, yo.
Just let me say this one thing, and then y'all got it.
Hijack the topic.
No. Holy shit.
You're gonna hijack
How
the
many
topic.
times
Go
have
ahead.
they hijacked dogpiled on me? One
saying,
time.
you tell
I
me.
just want to say this
Sometimes.
one thing.
Go ahead.
She did not weaponize her fan base. And furthermore, everybody's saying that he's a clown, stay away from him, blah, blah. She didn't listen. She followed her own heart. That was the man she
They were
wanted.
not.
She chose. She had a baby with him.
Fuck
She
outta here,
did not
man.
listen to
I gotta
anybody.
keep cutting in because she keep just lying, man. Wasn't nobody calling him a clown or a goofy before this shit even happened, man. Nobody was saying that about him, yo. Like, stop that shit, man. Stop it, yo.
She chose. She had a baby with him. She did not listen to anybody. So she did not weaponize her fan base. They made their own assumptions.
And so did
He went on
DDGs.
streaming
Now you off the chance.
So
Can
did
you not
DDGs.
respond to each point that we're about to make
Okay.
the same way we did with you? That's all I'm asking.
Right.
I have more of your points
And
that I'd like
she
to
don't
challenge.
even with that weaponization point, the artists sometimes don't have to say skip.
Go do it.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that.
If nothing else, we've proven that both of them played part in
Yeah.
the weaponization of fan bases. 1. 2, in terms of things being made public and why they are made public, they're playing courthouse games.
True indeed.
Courthouse games is not only where things become public, but it's where both parties go to say the worst of the worst about the other. So unfortunately, these stories, the break-in stories, they're public because they're court filings. 3, she played her hand in some of this being public when she vehemently was against the kid going to Constant's house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And put that out.
And she put it out. So all I'm saying is, at the start, you have 2 young people that are engaging in the messiness of a breakup after a baby.
That's fair.
Like my thing, and I'm not on anybody's side. Again, I think the child is the real recipient of
this
the
bullshit.
negativity.
Yeah.
But
And what do you think? Hold on. And what do you think this little boy is gonna think when he grows up, man? What do you think he's gonna think, for real? When he grows up, sees all the hate that his dad got, all the BS that y'all put him through and all this shit, all the women that had these stink pieces and all this shit. What do you think he's gonna think, man? These are the same little black boys that grew up to hate black women. This is the truth. This is the truth, man. I'm serious. Because as black boys, we grow up and we got something it's called logic. Okay? We grew up and we realize that logic is actually a thing. Okay? And our logic lets us piece together what happened during our childhood and who was in the wrong and who was in the right. Eventually, we'll start to think like, okay, this don't make a whole lot of sense. This didn't make a whole lot of sense. Ma, why was you doing this? Why was you doing that? Or Dad, why was you doing this? Why were you doing that? Like, we start to piece together things. And very quickly, we start to learn who was in the wrong here. Like, straight up. Like, this little boy is coming into a world where a lot of these women hate men. So who do you think he's going to take a side with? The person who is, you know, his mother, who is openly hating his father and putting a restraining order on them and all that. Like, come on, man. He's gonna see the cuts I think he had a cut on his finger. The made up lies that she's made up about him. Like, you're gonna see, he's gonna put this shit together, man. He ain't gonna be this little docile person for for his whole life. It's just not gonna happen, yo.
Yeah. But I don't understand, to Joe's point, how you could say, yo, I don't want my kid around Kasana or on the stream or anything of that sort, but you are electing to take my kid across to a whole different country outside of me.
I thought
I think that's very, very different.
I think that's different.
Of course,
personally.
you think it's different.
A lot of shit goes on these streams. It'd be girls. It'd be a lot of shit going on the streams. Her taking a kid with her to work in another, just happens to be in another country. You don't know, you can have a nanny, you can have whatever over there with you. I'm not subjecting the kid to anything necessarily.
Supposedly.
Wait. That's supposedly.
Wait.
That's supposedly.
Wait. You can't do that without my consent.
No,
I don't give a fuck if you got a nanny and you got the best condition. You cannot do that without my consent. We know that as dads.
What I don't like to do is this.
Depending on how.
But isn't that what the restraining order says?
That's not necessarily depending on what's set up.
The restraining order basically says she has sole custody.
If she got
so
sole,
if she wants to make that decision, she can do that.
I don't know. That's not true.
That is incorrect.
I don't know that to be true.
That is incorrect. You are wrong.
Does she have? I don't know what they.
You cannot do whatever you want just because you have sole custody. That's incorrect.
I don't think that's accurate either. I don't believe that's accurate. But of course, Mel is championing that. Oh, she said the restraining order. That means she could take the baby, because you don't have kids. You don't know anything. You wish it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You wish it was like that.
Incorrect. You are wrong.
Does she have? I don't know what they.
You cannot do whatever you want just because you have sole custody. That's incorrect.
Do that.
I've been through it.
I know that y'all want to fucking. It's the erasure of father rights around here, but you cannot take this baby. No, you can't.
It's not true. And my thing is this,
she wishes it
and
was
I hate
true.
that this point gets overlooked. Fam, you had enough discernment to lay down and have a baby with this man, right?
Yes.
We are electing this man to be the father of your child.
Can I pause you right there for a second and add to what you're saying? Maybe messy, but it is being spoken about. He convinced her to have the baby. She said, I'm having an abortion. No, that's part of Listen, there's another side to this that paints her as being emotionally manipulative, and I think that is what he filed in his court filings. And I'm not even going to continue to speak to that. I can speak to how a dad moved when he want the kid.
Yes.
That's what I can speak to.
Is there proof of her making that statement?
Is there proof of anything?
No, it's not proof of some of the stuff that you allege neither. But we talking about this.
Well, I think that
We'll talk to our fact checker, Jeremy.
Yeah, well,
Fam, what I'm saying is this, a
please
different
fact check that. If there's any proof, written proof that she said she was going to have an abortion and he convinced her to have the baby.
Fact check everything you're talking about then. All this shit that you're saying is all alleged, but you want to fact check when it comes to her though. You see how uneven this shit is? It's crazy, man. Mel is just, she's crazy, man. Like, for real, yo. Like, she doesn't deserve to be on a podcast. Not with this kind of mindset. I'm serious, guys.
And he convinced her to have the baby. Because if not, then that is just his word against hers, and that's nasty.
You know what there is written proof of?
We can't do that though. We
You know
can't
what
do
there
that.
is written
You can't
proof
say
of?
it's written proof of this, but we don't have written proof of that. And the things that we don't have written proof
No, I'm just
of.
talking about text messages since
No,
you
but
wanted
you
to put
didn't
them out.
bring up
You didn't
written
bring
proof
up written
when
proof
he
of-
broke in the house
Yeah,
and yada,
we don't have
yada,
written
yada.
proof
We
of
don't have proof of
those
these
things
things.
He
either.
took a picture of her bed.
So what?
So he
What does
could have
that
took
mean?
that picture 9 years ago.
Yeah.
He let her know that I'm in your house. I could take a picture of your. I'm taking a picture
You're
of your
getting
bed.
that from a
It's
police
okay. That
report,
doesn't mean
Sal, is
anything.
what we're
I'm
saying. But anyway,
So what I
Jeremy,
was
let
saying-
us know when you got
It-
facts.
It doesn't seem like there's any public record of her saying that. DDG said in an interview, "We weren't aiming for a baby. It kind of happened. What are we gonna do?" He said, "She always wanted to be a mom, and I always wanted a kid. So from there, we just made a decision to go through it." I don't know if there's any public record of her saying that.
Bro,
on
the point I was making is something different.
Got it.
The point I was making is, yo, the second that we elect to have a child, right? Let's just say, for all intents and purposes, it was agreed upon mutually.
I'm sure it was.
You now can't, when we break up, say, yo, that bitch is a bum mom. I ain't never want to have a baby with her. I don't want her to be alone with my kid. You elected to have a child with this woman. So that speaks to your judgment and your own discernment that you thought in that moment she would have been a decent mom, and vice versa. So if you have...
Somebody can be wrong, though.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but in the moment, you can have the confidence that this man is going to be a good dad. So you are thinking that he's going to have your child's best interest at heart when he has your child, and vice versa on the woman's
Young people
side.
don't think that like that. Young people don't give it that much thought. That's too
I agree
many
with Flip.
words and too many thoughts. No, you're in
I
the
agree with
moment. You
Flip.
like each other. You can both want to have a baby. You can decide to want to have a baby, but they're not thinking about, oh, I think he'll be the best father, or I think she'll be the best mother. Nobody.
And they
young
don't
people
know what
think that.
having a baby means. Like, they don't know all the shit that changed. Like, the person that you with right now ain't gonna be the same person
I think
after
it's
that baby.
whack
Neither
when
one
a
of
dude
y'all.
be like, yo, dog, she had my baby over here. I don't want my baby over there. Depending on if it's a harmful situation or not, of course. But, yo, I don't want my baby around these people. My nigga, that's not your choice to make. And then vice versa on the woman's side, yo, I don't want my baby around her sister. Or if they not putting your kid in harm's way, my nigga, that's not your choice to make.
Right,
You
right.
laid down and had a baby with this woman, and you have to trust that the man and the woman are going to do appropriate things with your child in mind.
The only thing I'm familiar with when it comes to consent from both parents is when you're trying to take a child to get a passport.
Out of the country.
If the man's name is on the birth certificate, you cannot go and take the child to get a passport without the
You
man's
can't
signature.
take the child out the country either.
Exactly.
The child has to sign to take.
child, the father,
pardon me.
yeah.
The parent
That's
has to
fact.
sign for you to take them out the country.
And not to interrupt, but just to clarify, in the court filing that DDG made, it does say, so petitioner threatened me by demanding that we reconcile, or she would go through with the abortion. This was the most troubling of
go.
her attempts to coercively
Yes,
control
control.
me. So DDG is claiming
But
that
again-
she did that.
Again, it's a claim.
That's a claim.
Mel, just shut the hell up. Just literally shut the hell up. You can't keep coming in, cutting in. It's just a claim. It's just this. It's just that. But everything that you said isn't a claim, huh? It's just all facts, huh? Like you're so biased. It's crazy, man. You're a joke. You see, I'm telling you guys, people like this do not deserve to be on a podcast. Not everybody deserves a microphone, man. I understand you want to give opportunity to black women and all this shit, but some of y'all just need to go up in your echo chambers. Straight up, y'all just do because your take is that's a terrible take. Your takes are terrible. They're terrible, yo. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
And it's a claim.
That's a
It's
claim.
a claim.
Yeah, just a claim. though.
These text messages that he released, the disturbing ones, if you believe that these are texts and not doctored and really happened, and they say a lot. I mean, they do tell a story.
They do.
Should I read them?
Sure.
The trust, this is a blurry version. I'll try my best. The trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put in too much time and effort into making you happy to have to deal with the bullshit every day. And in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating, and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like, quote unquote, Jay-Z, like you said. Then maybe you'll take my vision of becoming a big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get.
Yeah.
She says, you don't want to be with me. That's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me. You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say shit. See,
Nick,
It's a
come on,
lot
man.
of TMI. This is
Come on, man.
It
this
is.
is two young
Come on,
people.
man.
Being
If you, you know what I'm saying, if you a player type dude, if you done dealt with women, you know exactly what the fuck this is. You know what this is, man. Come on, man. We're not gonna play dumb here. And I ain't even gonna let Melissa get the rest of her shit off. I'm tired of listening to her, man. She got terrible takes, guys, for real. She really pisses me off and triggers me with some of the shit that she says, man. The fact of the matter is that so many women hate DDG because they see their own baby daddies in him. They project a lot. They really do. They're projecting instead of taking the actual facts and seeing it for what it is. There's a right and a wrong in this situation. I feel like DDG is more right than wrong. And do I think like that because I'm biased? No, I think like that because I've heard the text messages, I've seen some of the stories, the facts, I've seen what the hell's going on, man. Plus I have experience with women. I know what this is, man. But the fact of the matter is that because so many women are bitter, so many women are jaded with their own situations, things that happen to them in their lives, they're never going to see DDG as being right. They're always going to see him as being the bad guy, no matter what. She stabs him, it was his fault. She's threatening to kill herself, it was his fault. She's feeling uncomfortable or depressed, anything like that, it's his fault. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. But I need to know what y'all think about this though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.